Israel's announcement that it is blocking humanitarian aid from entering Gaza through its checkpoints has caused fear and panic buying in Gaza's markets. The move comes as the Muslim holy month of Ramadan begins, when Muslims fast from dawn to dusk and share festive meals in the evenings. This year's Ramadan is taking place amid massive destruction caused by 16 months of heavy fighting between Israel and the terrorist-designated Hamas.
The closure of the crossing has a negative impact on us as displaced people who have returned to Gaza City. It's the month of Ramadan and we are in need of many things. My house was bombed and destroyed. I have nothing and there is nothing in Gaza. Everything is expensive and not available.
Israel says there should still be enough food in Gaza to last for months. The humanitarian aid cutoff comes as negotiations on the second stage of the ceasefire hostage release deal between Israel and Hamas have faltered. Hamas seized 250 hostages in an October 7, 2023 terror attack on southern Israel, sparking a war that has left tens of thousands of Palestinians and more than 1,700 Israelis dead. So far, 147 hostages have been returned to Israel alive, most in 2 ceasefire deals with Hamas. Israel has also released some 2,000 Palestinian prisoners. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the move to cut aid is intended to force Hamas into continuing the current ceasefire deal as proposed by U.S. President Donald Trump's Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff.
Israel has decided to stop letting goods and supplies into Gaza, something we've done for the past 42 days. We've done that because Hamas steals the supplies and prevents the people of Gaza from getting them. It uses these supplies to finance its terror machine, which is aimed directly at Israel and our civilians.
Many Israelis have voiced support for the Prime Minister's hardline policy, but many of the families of the remaining 63 hostages are afraid that the suspension of aid to Gaza may cause more suffering for the hostages and even jeopardize their release after more than 500 days in captivity.
Holding the humanitarian aid trucks from entering Gaza is also affecting our hostages. We know for a fact that the hunger in Gaza affects them directly. And we know from the people that came back and gave testimonials, our hostages are getting harsher treatment.
Hamas, Arab states, the United Nations, and human rights groups have condemned the Israeli blockage of aid shipments, accusing Israel of violating the ceasefire terms. The Arab League will hold an emergency summit this week to address the need for an end to the war between Israel and Hamas. Linda Gradstein, VOA News, Jerusalem.